Oh, here we go indeed. And I have an opinion on this one.
Or any other allegations generally considered negative.
And then the next day comes by and I'm a Warren Buffett genius, dude.
Russ Butt Giroux. All right, clap, clap, we're back. How have you been, my dude?
Dude, I've been doing okay. How about them markets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I might be playing a little bit of an investment game myself. What do you know about
dude.
that?
Big swings, big red days followed by big green days. That's all I know.
Yeah, man. Green Day that was today, and it felt so good. I've been sweating in my desk at work.
Red days make me feel like an incompetent human being. Red days, it's like, oh my god, I'm just throwing money into this thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to like build a future for myself, and I'm basically just doing scratch off tickets here. But it's like socially acceptable.
Yeah,
and then the next day comes by, and I'm a Warren Buffett genius, dude.
Only big brain moves, only big wallet moves.
Yeah, I held GameStop, so what?
Diamond hands, baby. Try holding Dogecoin. That shit's a roller coaster.
Oh, dude, I
have been up since I bought it, not yet even a month ago. I have been up hundreds of dollars, down hundreds of dollars, hovered within $2 for days on end. Like, I've opened it up, and it went to the 4th decimal place. That was how close in profit margin total change I was. It was like 0.0012 cents. It's like, I have no idea what's happening, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's the stock market, and I'm playing it, baby.
Oh, man.
On the bright side,
Dogecoin, a parody of the stock market, and
but
a very effective parody.
It's such a fun parody, and Elon loves it. This is for sure better than buying a new console this year. This is more fun to play with this much money in Doge.
Oh, man.
I will be honest, this is a confession time. I do have about one new console's worth of money in Doge.
That's awesome.
Like PlayStation 5 with the disc drive.
Dude, God bless. Doge did you good.
Yeah, it's a nice round number.
It's a
good number of shares. I'm very happy with it. We'll see where it goes.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure it's not a good long-term investment, but I have enough faith in the meme world and the Reddit momentum and Elon Musk trolling everyone that it will at least crest a real serious profit. Especially the way crypto works, because it seems to be fucking exponential. Once people grab a hold of a particular coin, it just explodes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be. But I've definitely...
We'll see.
I've hit my cap on investing. I'm like, all right, yeah, no more dollars in. That was like 2 weeks ago. I'm only playing around with what I have now.
Yeah, right. Dude, that's the temptation, man. Everything's down. You're like, more money in.
Good time to buy. That's exactly it.
Good time
when
to
you
buy.
When you are actively at your worst point in the market, you're like, you know what I should do? More of this.
Double down, baby.
Diamond hands. I've told you that's my problem. I have no idea when to sell. Even if Dogecoin does go up as predicted, I don't know when I get off that rocket ship, baby. What is moon?
Exactly.
What is moon, Steven?
I'm flying for the first time, and I have no idea how to land.
I literally don't. All right. This is going to be interesting. We're going to have to share this screen. I'm going to have to zoom out just a tiny bit. I realized I'm going to have to share it on my second screen, so that threw a wrench in my plans. That's right, folks. Usually it's Steve bringing you the creativity, but today you got me.
Zane is the master of games today.
The game master. That's exactly right. I'm the one. We're almost there.
I'm so excited.
Okay, good.
We're almost there?
Yeah,
the
here we go.
people are waiting in anticipation.
Here you go, bud. I realized also after I started it that it's really not much different from one of the first things you did. But here we go.
Okay. Hey, man, if it works, it works.
Actually, let me Psych, mother trucker. Here we
Oh,
go.
damn, pump fake.
I realized I can... Oh, you have to subscribe to Discord Premium if you want to do HD.
Really?
All right.
Oh, I mean,
well, in that
that's
case, here
it
is,
just won't
man.
be HD for me.
Well, oh, you're right. On my screen, we're good. See, folks, we're not very
Yeah.
good at tech. We're just slugging along.
Yeah. We just stumble into greatness like this.
Anyway, welcome to Tournament Bracket.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
I picked a whole bunch of celebrities.
Represent?
Oh, they represent themselves because I'm curious.
Okay.
We've been on so many imaginary fights, and usually there's animals or swords or us involved. But this time I wanted to pit some of America's darlings against one another. And the way that I came up with this list is completely random, I'll be honest. I literally, here, check it out. I made a random...
No, dude, you did a great job.
A literal
did you look up
generator.
the most famous people?
More or less. I actually
Okay.
brought a little something special.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Just so anybody is wondering, the competitors in this tournament were selected nearly at random from movie and celebrity-related Google searches. The representation of gender, race, religion, cool hats, facial hair, regular hair, tattoos, piercings, teeth, and pedophilia accusations, or any other allegations generally considered negative, is basically a crapshoot, not at all intentional, and in no way reflects the preferences, opinions, beliefs, or fantasies of the fellas, but we do hope you enjoy the show.
Oh, dude. Well done. I'm going to give you a clap for that one.
I just wanted to do a disclaimer.
So
because
professional.
I realized after the fact, when I had already created it, that I needed an Assassin's Creed-esque free of blame caveat at the beginning, since there is definitely an unequal representation across basically every category I just listed.
Right.
Those who identify as female and are paired up, the ones... When I was doing this randomly, I thought ScarJo and Jolie had randomly gotten paired against each other in the first round. And I was like, wow. XL's sort function is fucking sexist.
Yeah.
Luckily, it turns out I had just miscounted and we're fucking good. But anyway,
nice.
we are going to narrate, if you will, do the live play-by-play. What's it called? The color commentary. For the folks at home who can't watch this showdown, that we will play out in our minds.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So, our very first, we're going to stop at the We're going to stop at the bottom right, but we're going to start at the top left. Will Smith and Adam Sandler, baby. Oh, and of course, my favorite word of the podcast, after fellas, canon. It is canon feats, canon deeds. Couple of cannons, that's us. That could
so
be
wait, we're saying across all of their characters that they've played?
Yeah. We're going to start with that and see if we need to adapt as we go. Yeah, Will Smith includes his Men in Black repertoire.
Well, Will Smith includes his Hancock repertoire.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, we're going to have to stop short of superhero.
Indestructible.
Okay, we're stopping short of literal superhuman abilities. Knowledge, like if he had fighting knowledge in a movie, which I'm sure he does.
Here's the question. Does Iron Man count as superhuman abilities?
That's a question
we can
down the road, Steven.
Okay.
Look, I made a disclaimer. I made a disclaimer about our fantasies, but I didn't work out every rule per se.
I gotcha.
Part of the fun is spitball. This is where I lean on you.
Okay.
My gut says Adam Sandler. We're going to have to talk it out, but my gut says Sandler can take Smith.
How is that even possible that
Have you seen Happy Gilmore? Dude, give this man a golf club. 4. That's all I'm saying. 4.
Dude, welcome to Earth, though. You know what I'm saying? Like... Will Smith
maybe
took down
he's
an alien race.
An agent, yeah. Okay. But Happy Madison or Billy Madison, whatever. Have you seen Uncut Gems? This man has maximum charisma stat. He can talk his way out of anything until the end when he doesn't.
Have you seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? He was a poor kid from Philly who ended up being the Fresh Prince of motherfucking Bel-Air, dude. That's some high charisma.
You're right. Coast to coast. I think just for that one, Smith's going to outball Sandler, who does love basketball. It's on his Instagram.
Yeah.
You're right. It might be Smith topping out for this one.
I think I'm giving it a Smithy. Oh, wait. I have an idea.
Give me the idea, please.
If both people in a fight have superhuman abilities, then we can call them in. But if only 100%. One does, then we'll stick to human abilities.
The wedding singer, I would call that a superhuman ability.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so that goes up against Hancock then.
And Sandler takes it. You're right. We'll do a little shuffle over
here.
In
that case, I got to agree.
All right. Willie Smith, you move on, you bisexual swinging bastard. Allegedly. All right.
Allegedly.
Charlie Day versus Brad Pitt. I'll be honest, all I know of Charlie is from Always Sunny, so that's my whole feet pool for him. But it's a pretty deep pool.
He also was in Horrible Bosses, where he plays a dental assistant who gets sexually harassed by Jennifer Aniston.
Getting sexually harassed.
A mad scientist boy in Pacific Rim.
Okay, well, mad science might be a factor. Getting sexually harassed probably won't help him against Brad Pitt. Actually, maybe it will.
With Jennifer Aniston, who used to be married to Brad Pitt.
Oh, trifecta. It's super effective. You know what that means. It hits Brad Pitt right in the feels.
That's tough.
He's also proficient in bird law and a wild card.
Dude, Brad Pitt also... spoilers for Fight Club if you haven't seen it.
Little late.
One of the craziest twists you'll ever see in a movie. He wasn't even real.
He's imaginary. It's hard to beat up an imaginary person.
Charlie's been real in all of his roles. I've never seen him play.
You're right. Advantage Charlie character. In that role, in that regard. Yeah. But Brad Pitt, spoiler alert for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Actually, spoiler alert for this episode. It's all actors and actresses.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about movies.
If there's any movie on Earth that you don't want spoiled, turn this episode off right now because we'll probably hit it.
This is it. We're going through the entire discography of human film.
Yeah, the filmography, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the one. Isn't this on
But yeah,
disc?
So in this one, I mean, what's Brad Pitt gonna do from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Beat the shit out of a bunch of women.
That's true.
He did do that.
But dude, imagine one of those women is the waitress. Charlie Day's not taking that. He's going full psycho mode. He's biting Santa's ear off, dude.
Oh, wait. Something relevant might be Brad Pitt in Troy, where he's a basically
superhuman.
Not quite. He was a human. Blessed, maybe. A little bit of divine intervention, but he had human weakness. Does Charlie know to go for the ankle, or does Achilles cock punch the shit out of Charlie Day?
See, Charlie Day's used to fighting rats, and they're very low to the ground. So that might be his target. I'm so biased going into this one.
All right. Might have been a bit of a technical hiccup if you were watching the video. If not, you should, because there is an accompanying video on YouTube. Check it out. There might have been a couple of minutes of dead screen time there, but we figured it out. Won't be a problem moving forward. Ha, Steve, I addressed it anyway.
You got me. You beat me to the not punch.
So anyway, I think Achilles might have a bit of a leg up on Charlie Day.
But like I was saying, Charlie Day is used to, he is an expert at killing rats, which are very low to the ground. He's an ankle aimer for sure. Yeah.
That's true. That's bird strategy. I think we have to give it to Charlie, huh? Brad Pitt's not going to win this fight. He's too crazy. Well, he's older.
Yeah.
Pitt is older.
Yeah.
Charlie's crazy.
Right. Plus, Charlie Day's from Always Sunny, his tenacity with the intelligence of the scientist from Pacific Rim, unstoppable. Like, hard to beat at least.
Yeah, you got something there. All right. Well, moving on.
Gerard
Butler
I
versus...
really lobbied for him there.
Thanks. T. Hanks versus Gerd Butler. This one might be tough.
Gerard
Maximus the
Butler versus
Roman
Tom
general.
Hanks.
Was he also Robin Hood? He was all Gerard. He was Lestrade is Sherlock Holmes. I don't know. Les Miserables, the policeman, whatever his name is.
Yeah. He was also the leprechaun in movie 42.
That's important. Remember that. That counts.
Yeah.
Tom
That's
Hanks,
feisty, dude.
Tom Hanks can run, and also
Yep.
is really good on desert islands. I don't know what biome this fight takes place in.
Yeah, there's a snake in his boot.
He can also shake off coronavirus.
That's true.
He has
That's
antibodies.
That's
that
an
counts.
IRL feat. Yeah, Gerard Butler? I don't know.
How does Woody carry over? What does voice acting work here?
Oh, how does Woody... I mean, what are some of Woody's feats? He's not very... I think Woody can count fine because, if anything, the Woody abilities are a hindrance, I would say.
All right. We ignore
Woody.
I
guess some of the Woody abilities, like, he doesn't need food or water to survive.
I think that we're stalling. This one's probably going to go to Gerard, as much as we love America's Sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Castaway was cool, but sorry, Tom.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Gerard's easy.
That's the struggle. All right, here we go. Care to announce this one? You want to go back and forth, or am I presenting the whole show?
Robert De Niro versus Kevin Spacey.
I was hoping for a title in there.
Sir Kevin Spacey?
Probably not that.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe more of a Kid Diddler pun, or
I see.
younger fella. His wasn't kids, actually, not pedophilia.
No,
Maybe I'm getting that crossed up with someone else.
No, I can't be a pedophile. I'm gay.
That's
Newsflash.
Correct. You're right. It was
Yeah.
pedophilia. Oh, Spacey.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this one to
yeah.
De Niro, both on principle and by virtue of him being a fucking badass in all the things.
But dude, I mean,
Let me hear
Usual
the counter case.
Suspects.
Oh.
Usual Suspects.
He's
dude.
clever. He's crafty. He's always crafty. And I think
Frank
that mirrors real
Underwood
life.
from House of Cards, also very crafty.
Very crafty. All right, the cleverness is big. This is he might be clever enough to trick the brute force approach. I think he might be able to sneak attack, take down De Niro.
Oh, wait a sec. Yeah. De Niro was Taxi Driver. That dude was crazy.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. How do weapons work in this fight? Are these guys getting access to like I think we should spice this up. There's like a Matrix-esque room of all the weapons right before they walk into a Coliseum room.
Taxi Driver definitely has a gun on him. He's got it. It's like the character. That's so defining.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so he's got a gun. Spacey doesn't. He wouldn't have a gun.
Yeah,
it just doesn't.
unless-
It just doesn't fit.
Have you ever seen the film or read the book K-Pax?
No, I have not.
So in that movie, Kevin Spacey plays this man who is in a mental institution, who claims to be an alien from the planet K-Pax.
Okay.
And throughout the entire movie, you never quite know if he's telling the truth in like how powerful he is or if he's just crazy, but like strange things seem to happen around him and because of him.
So kind of Shutter Island-y with that question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But
I think it's going to be...
overall...
Spacey.
Sorry,
he's got
go
the
for it.
stats on him. I think he's got lower
You think it's Spacey?
defense and attack, but I think his stealth and intelligence might win out.
Yeah, his cunning. He's like Batman.
He's like Batman? I'm not sure I follow that
in
connection.
the fact that he uses his cunning rather than overt
And his
force.
billions. All right, well, we're going to give it to billionaire Spacey. We'll see who takes him down. I have good hopes for his next round.
Yeah, feels bad, man. Feels bad.
That one felt rough, but don't worry, his day's coming.
Yeah, but it felt honest.
All right, here we go. Robert Downey Jr. versus Gary Busey and all of his teeth.
All right.
All I know about
Has
Gary
Gary
Busey is that
Busey-
there is a TV show where he is a judge for pet court. Like animals, yeah. I actually haven't clicked on it.
That's-
I don't know if it's people in court on behalf of pets or if it is a show about pets suing each other in court. I'm not sure. I'm not certain.
Right.
But Gary Busey pet judge.
I would assume.
So,
Okay. And this is a legal title, or is this just like? Are
he's
his
in a
decisions
robe
legally
and
binding?
he's got a gavel in front of a podium in the image. That's all I know. There's like a seal behind him, but it's clearly his logo. I don't know. It's I don't know how
Someone
much
should
it
look
will
into
help
this.
him.
This sounds highly illegal.
I think for the sake of the argument and for keeping the episode moving, we're going to say that Iron Man does not count as a superpower, and I think I have my pick for this fight.
Oh boy, then yeah, it's Tony Stark all the way.
I don't know that the gavel's going to help in this regard. Tony Stark it is. All right, moving onward. Oh, geez. I highlighted all the things. All right. Your turn.
Tom Holland versus. Oh my goodness, I can't believe. Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Jack Nicholson.
That's it,
Jesus,
baby.
I should have known that one faster. Obviously, Spider-Man doesn't count. He's
Yeah,
going to be a young Nathan Drake in an upcoming film.
Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. There was something else he was cast in recently, but I can't quite recall. Yeah, and then Jack Nicholson's got the Joker.
The
He's got,
Shinning.
The Shinning. Yeah.
That's axe murder. That's straight up axe murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Nicholson's crazy, man. He was the Joker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This is a Nicholson win
Yeah,
for me.
I feel like I'd rather fight Tom Holland's characters than I would fight Jack Nicholson's characters.
If we're
I'm being
discounting
honest.
superpowers, I think I could go with Tom Holland's characters right now.
Yeah, yeah.
The Devil All the Time, Netflix, looks great, but I don't know that his, like, martial combat ability per se scares me.
Right.
All right. George Clooney versus Bane.
Oh my goodness, dude. And George Clooney played Batman.
That's a beautiful come around, especially given that this came out of an Excel random list that is totally prejudiced,
Right.
not us.
Yeah.
But also Tom Hardy
Ooh.
is a prohibition bootleg liquor runner who survived his throat
Yeah.
getting cut. And then
Yeah.
also an MMA fighter. And also Bronson. Oh God, he might
Yeah.
sweep this whole tournament.
Where
would
do we
zoom-
stand on George Clooney as Batman?
Well, it's not superpowers.
I mean, that's big.
you know what we should
It's
do?
not.
Here's how we should approach the rest of this. And you know what? Rip to the people who lost out so far. I think that we should favor the underdog. We should be generous in favor of whoever is outright going to be the loser when we consider their feats. We should do our best to level it. Fuck it. Let's cherry
To
pick our
make
data.
them close. Yeah. So not like what I did with Charlie Day and Brad Pitt.
No, I think that was fair and well deserved,
Right.
honestly.
Okay, love it.
Who fights with a spear anyway? However,
All right, so who do
Okay,
you
so
think
in
is the
this case-
underdog here then?
in this case, Clooney is clearly the underdog. He's got mastermind heist planning ability, lots of cool guy swagger and old dude charm. He's banged a lot of broads, and he's Batman.
He is Batman.
Yes, but Tom Hardy is Bane and also all of those other things I named and more.
Yeah. Oh, if we're going sum total, okay. That's a different story.
I mean,
yeah, then I gotta
we're-
give it to
we're-
Tom Hardy.
it's gonna be Tom Hardy for me. Also, look at that fucking smile.
Okay.
Look at that smirk.
Yeah.
I would zoom
Yeah.
in and... Oh, you know what I can do?
Tom Hardy whoa.
It's Tom.
Why is he so big?
That's because of all of the steroids they pump into Hollywood actors.
To announce it. I gotcha.
However, I would zoom
He
in
was
and
also
show
in
all of these
Inception.
fights one by one. You're right, Inception too. This dude will fuck with your dreams. I'm not really clear on how the concept of Inception would play out in a fight, but that's all right.
If you could hypnotize him.
That's true. He could steal his top. He'd be super sad. All right, next fight, and again, totally random, thanks to the algorithm.
Keanu Reeves versus The Rock.
Yeah, dude. John Wick versus Dwayne Johnson.
Heavy hitters.
Dwayne
John
Johnson
Wick and
Wick.
Neo.
Dwayne Johnson Wick.
Yeah, dude. John Wick, Neo.
This might be the title fight
Matrix.
right here at the end of the first half of round one.
Yeah, this is like this. Yeah, this is the one that you hate to see in the first round because you know that both of these guys could go so far into the tournament.
Sometimes the seating's just not great. This happens.
Yeah. If we're taking sum total of feats, there are some negative feats, like in the other guys when The Rock jumped off a building and died.
What do we call that? Gullibility?
Yeah,
Bravado? To a fault?
I would say so. Yeah. An over ego, a hubris, perhaps.
I gotta be honest. I don't think there's any holes in John Wick's game.
There aren't. But the question is, does The Rock have enough big, muscly men to take out John Wick in his full filmography?
Sorry, could you rephrase that? Restate that?
What I'm saying is, like, yeah, John Wick, one-on-one, there's no way, like, maybe as a character with only human abilities that he's being topped. But, like we did with Tom Hardy, does The Rock have enough roles as just big, massive, really strong dudes to take out John Wick and whoever else Keanu has?
The Rock has some crazy feats when you look across the whole Fast and Furious saga. Like, this man jumped a tank and shit. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jumanji. It's going to be hard to list all the Rock's movies and all of the stupid shit he does with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Oh,
And, like,
man.
what does Keanu have, honestly? He has The Matrix, he's got John
Bill and
Wick,
Ted's
he's got
Excellent
Bill and
Adventure.
Ted's. Yeah.
Point Break, the original.
and
FBI agent.
Point Break, right.
Big surfing.
Like, like, anything other than that is too obscure for me. Like, he's got
But the
those
combat-
four.
The combat ability of John Wick is so hard to discount. Like, the body count is in the hundreds between any two movies.
Yeah.
Some of them
Yeah,
stand
I think
alone. I
John-
think in the third one, it's like 112.
Yeah, I think
This is a
John
really
Wick and
hard
Neo
fight.
take all the rocks. I really do.
Probably.
all
Yeah,
the
this is going to
Dwaynes.
be one of those skill takes strength. Sorry, buddy.
I think
Also,
so.
The Rock is shaped like a pecker because that's appropriate.
Yeah,
at those-
absolutely.
Tits.
He
anyway.
looks like a whole pingus.
You said a bad word. All right, we're back up to the top. On the other side, we've got Daniel Craig versus Morgan Freeman, who I guess would be
Oh,
the
my
underdog and
goodness.
therefore God.
Oh, so you think we should give superpowers to the underdog?
No, I think we should try to balance it and cherry pick. But it would be
Okay,
fun
okay.
to see 007 take on God. If we're writing fan fiction, I'm
That's
just
very
saying.
true. When 007 fought God.
There'd be a catchy title and intro song for that movie for sure. We should pitch it.
Outside of God, though,
Weinstein Company,
I'm
we're
not
looking at
seeing
you.
Morgan
You
Freeman
need something
bringing
to
too
turn-
much to the fight.
Ooh, that's true though. He's mastermindy and wanted, so he's got some bullet curving skills. But Daniel Craig has a lot of bullet skills.
Yeah, he's like kind of similar in what was it? Jesus. Having to have recall for a whole podcast. Now you see it. Now you see it. Now you see it. That movie.
I don't think
Same
I saw
kind of
it.
thing, mastermindy. I did not see it.
Not now. Not
yeah,
yet.
I feel like I'm giving this one to Danny.
He's got too much
Danny
combat
C.
ability. This is not a
Yeah.
judge of character quality, depth, or anything else. This is a combat scenario, and
Combat
unfortunately,
ability.
rip Morgan Freeman. Rip Gordon Freeman.
Right. All right. Next we got, I can never remember. Is this Chris or Liam?
Chris, the more successful brother, has the lamer name.
Gotcha. Chris Hemsworth versus. Oh my goodness, dude! Why is
Are you
my
fucking
memory
kidding
so
me?
bad? Leo DiCaprio. There we go.
Da Vinci, you dipshit.
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio versus the hottest Hemsworth.
Arguably.
At least my personal favorite.
Right.
That does represent the views
What
of
are
at
your
least
thoughts going in?
50% of the fellas. Going in,
Yeah, I would say Hemsworth is definitely the
crowd
fan or
favorite.
the favorite
Yeah.
to win this one.
I would say the over under is looking his way.
Yeah. So what does Leo got?
Money, drugs,
Yeah.
the Revenant.
Inception stuff. He's a survivor. He's definitely a survivor.
The Revenant brings some valuable skills to a life or death struggle.
Right.
He ate buffalo liver or elk liver or moose liver, something like that.
Right. But I'm assuming that if these two are fighting, Chris isn't stopping until he is dead. He's not a wild animal that is going to leave him alone.
He is a wild animal, but he probably won't leave him alone. You're right.
Right.
I don't think Leo really has any combat skills to speak of aside from those type of hunter-trapper stuff.
Yeah, am I forgetting anything? Probably. But
Oh, for sure. You could
if I
Google.
can't remember, it doesn't count.
My screens are all occupied, but you can pull up IMDb if we need to cross-reference. I think this one's going to be
I
a
think it's
Chris
gonna
sweep,
take too
though.
long.
It's a Chris sweep.
Yeah, that's a Hemsworth one. Sorry, Leo, I love you.
That's a Hemi victory. All
Rip
right.
Leo.
Samuel L. Mother Bitchin' Jackson and Seth Rogen.
All right. Well, Sammy's the favorite, right?
I would expect so.
Yeah, I would think so as well.
Given that it's a stupid-ass decision, he's elected to win the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sam Jackson. He's got Nick Fury. He's got, whoever the hell from any Quentin Tarantino
Oh,
movie.
Jesus. The Tarantino stock is deep. That's a good point. Oh,
Yeah.
I should have pulled more actors from that series. All right. Seth Rogen is really good at smoking weed in all his movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think
He never does anything too incredible, I don't think.
Do you think Jackson would stop for a toke? Could Seth lace the weed? No, probably not.
I don't know. I mean, dude, if he was truly a master of the snakes on the plane, he could put some venom in there.
Yeah, but that's Sam Jackson also. That's not Seth. I don't think Seth is going to win.
Yeah, I don't think so either. All right, next we got Vin Diesel. Next we got Vin Diesel versus Arnold Schwarzenegger. Whew. This is a big fight. This is kind of a fair fight, I would say.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel has Triple X, all the Fast and Furious movies, Pitch Black, Riddick. The Riddick Chronicles, that's a big one. That's not even quite superhero. That's kind of like Alien. But
and that's the thing is we can't count the Terminator. That's superhuman.
yeah, that's not even human. Maybe not Terminator, but on top of that, he still took down the Predator as John whatever the fuck, generic Marine. Running Man, there's what the hell movie where he just has the Ford thing rocket launcher, famous image. God damn.
Get to the
I'm
chopper.
blanking, but basically every movie that Arnold has ever been in was him being an ass-kicking machine.
Unless
the
it
only
was,
feats he has, aside from being governor and knocking up his maid.
Yeah, he's politically gifted. And then Vin Diesel. I mean, he was in The Pacifier. That was pretty good.
Oh, you're right. Arnold Schwarzenegger also did ones like that. Twins with Danny DeVito, Kindergarten Cop. Okay, this is the fight. Kindergarten Cop versus Pacifier. Nothing else is considered.
Ooh. Dude, Vin Diesel was kind of a badass in The Pacifier. I'm not going to lie.
He really was. I've seen that movie more times than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
6.
I have actually never seen Kindergarten Cop all the way through. I've only seen parts.
He's more of a cop than an elite
Yeah.
badass. You're
and,
right.
Like, if this is the fight, it's Vin Diesel easy.
You're right, but I blurted that out without
And this is
any
what we've
thinking.
agreed to.
You're right. I guess these are the
No,
rules.
you declared it, and it was so. And you are the master of games today.
I
And
didn't
Vin
say
Diesel,
it. I declared it.
You declared it, and so it was so.
All right, Vinny D wins that fight. I like that for the next round better as well. All right, Matthew McConaughey, right, versus Nick Cage. Nick, the unbearable weight of massive talent, Cage.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Next?
Yes, I have.
Is that superhuman?
No, not in the sense that we were outruling it. He gets that.
Wow, that's a big up. That's a big
Have you ever seen
advantage.
Dallas Buyers Club?
No, I haven't.
Well, McConaughey gets it also.
No way.
Not the time,
That's what that movie's
not the
about?
future-looking ability. He gets AIDS.
Oh. Okay, that's a big negative against him.
Yeah, I don't think
And yeah,
that's going to
Nick
be one of the
obviously
most contributory
he
feats
doesn't
here.
get. Yeah.
Nick Cage is actually immune
Yeah,
to AIDS.
Interstellar. Nick.
Nick Cage,
I think I'm giving this one to Nick.
I think it might be Nick. I think
I think Nick just has some more out there roles, like National Treasure even. Like, that guy's capable, for sure.
Capable is a good way to describe it. Driving a Lincoln
Yeah.
doesn't translate to combat ability. Idiot.
In no way does it, yeah.
Idiot cowboy.
Yeah, get the heck out of here.
And now we're on to the next round. Johnny Depp versus Tom Cruise. Ooh.
I really want to give this one to Johnny Depp. I'm going to come out
He
and
needs
be
a win
honest, like, up
nowadays.
front. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it's really we're looking at Mission Impossible, right? For Tom Cruise, like that's his thing at this point.
That's the majority of it, but there's also what was the Live Die Repeat alien movie, Edge of Tomorrow?
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow.
Except in
Right.
that he was notably not capable. It was only after thousands
Right.
of So I don't know that
hence
one
the
actually
die and
helps.
repeat parts.
Okay.
Well, I mean, does he get to do that in this fight and auto win? Because he
No.
continues to like survive. Okay.
no,
Okay.
we don't
fair
just
enough.
restart the round every time not Tom Cruise wins.
Yeah. I'm glad.
I think I know who won the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that flag on the play. That's a good one, ref.
Johnny Depp has transcendence,
dude.
but that's about the singularity point where man melds with machine and he becomes basically an AI in the web, takes over the world in that sense. Not quite a superpower.
But maybe useful.
Also, a pretty good plot for a villain in a Mission Impossible movie, if I could throw that out there.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. In which case, yeah, no machine is beating Tom Cruise's character, whatever his name is.
$300 million budget will answer the question of who wins this fight better than you and I could.
I have a question.
Yes.
If we count in Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka, will the fight possibly be taking place in his chocolate factory? In which case, he is essentially God.
Yes, he's Willy Wonka. Yes, that is the arena for the fight. And now we have our answer about where the fight takes place. If there is a particular arena associated with any of the characters that we just like the best, that's where it's happening.
Okay. Willy Wonka in his own factory is damn near untouchable, I gotta say. And imagine he was like... Also, imagine he was Jack Sparrowing around the room.
Oh, Jack Sparrow with the control of Willy Wonka in the factory versus Tom Cruise, let's say with the support from his Mission Impossible team behind the scenes.
Right.
So they're not in there with him.
Oh, versus all the Oompa Loompas?
Yeah, he's going to have Oompa Loompas. That's got to be considered.
For sure, yeah. It's not really the full factory without the Oompa Loompas.
Can Tom Cruise of this ghost elite agency take out enough Oompa Loompas to get to Sparrow Wonka. Sparrow Wonka might be the title of this episode.
I don't think so. I
All right.
really don't.
Johnny D.
Yeah.
That's the power of the sun.
It is. All right. Next, we got Rocky versus ScarJo.
I think the obvious favorite is going to be ScarJo out the gate.
You think so?
Black Widow versus Rocky and Rambo and Cliffhanger.
And the Expendables
The
guy.
Expendables. And... He's just playing himself in the Expendables.
Yeah, but still.
Actually, the Expendables might be the perfect template for what we want these feat compilations to be. That's basically him with all of his abilities from every other movie.
Yeah, we'll say the top 8 in the tournament all get to be in the next Expendables.
Perfect.
I really
We're
hope
financing
Charlie
this
Day
with
makes it there.
our hedge fund endowment. A couple of fellas.
Yeah.
Inc. That's probably not the correct appendix on there.
LLC.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Sly beat up Scarlett Johansson. ScarJo also has a transcendence thing, though. She has Lucy.
Yeah, that's not superpower.
That was because of a drug. Well, that's a lot of origin stories, isn't it? No, I won't say. I think that we're going to give her that. This is where we're going to bend the rules in the favor of somebody.
Okay.
She gets part way into Lucy. She is not the god-computer symbiosis being at the end, but she is like, however they measured it, 30% brain Lucy or something.
Okay.
So she's like seeing extra shit. She knows things, kind of precog type deal.
Right.
Versus a literal war machine from since Vietnam through the Cold War into the present day.
Yeah. And like a world-class boxer.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies, and he didn't die.
And as an expendable.
You're right, but he is
expendable.
What I mean?
That's true. He is.
I don't know how I can twist this any further for ScarJo. It's getting hard. Black Widow feats are pretty impressive, but Black Widow feats are actually very impressive. And honestly, her entire character basically made her name on taking out dudes like every character Sly has played. Actually, I'm coming around on this. Her specific skill set is to be able to do with surgical precision what the meathead jacked guys can't. I think her explicit forte is taking down dudes built like this one. I think that this actually does go to ScarJo without Lucy abilities. I think Black Widow's going to carry her through.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No hired muscle ever has a shot.
There's much top in
She
that.
holds her own with literal aliens, gods, wizards, and superheroes.
Yeah.
Actually, this one is all ScarJo for me. She wins this fight. Sorry, Sly.
Yeah, I got to agree.
I'm surprised it took
you bring
that
up
long.
A compelling case.
Oh, I must be slipping. And the last on this list, on round one.
We got Hugh Jackman and Angelina Jolie.
Another pretty good matchup, I gotta say. Movie 42, he plays a yak man, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely negative points, I gotta say.
Minotaur status gives you negative points in a fight?
Oh, no, in movie 42?
I swear I've seen him dressed up as like a half-yak man.
Not in that movie. In that movie, he has a scrotum on his chin.
Yep. You're right.
Or on his neck.
Definitely getting the scenes crossed up.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. He is in like Night at the Museum or something, and he is an actor in that. He's Greatest Showman. He's Jean Valjean. He is Wolverine.
Are we bringing in superpowers?
He's Logan.
Because if we're not bringing in superpowers, I will say Angelina Jolie has Lara Croft. She has Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Ooh.
like that, like where she's an assassin. Uh, oh, she also has Maleficent. If we do superpowers,
Let's do it. Okay. So Wolverine versus Maleficent.
Wolverine versus Maleficent.
Now that is a fight. Ooh, that's tricky.
I will say Wolverine is my favorite superhero.
It's more, can she beat him? Because if she doesn't have a way to take him down, which with his adamantium and regeneration, she might not, he will eventually win the fight. Like, he will get to her. But with the wings and everything, she might... What would this be? Dragon versus Wolverine?
She is magic, too. It's not like she's like... She has unlimited, like, concussive force to throw at him. Like, I don't really know the extent of her powers. Like, could she turn him into a frog? I don't know. Like,
oh, shit. Probably. She does some transformation-y.
Like, what are her abilities?
She turns into a dragon.
That's true. But see, I don't think a dragon's beating Wolverine.
I also don't think a dragon is beating Wolverine.
Is that her, like, showstopper? Like, is
As
that, like,
Maleficent?
her thing?
Yeah, that's the end game.
That's the apex?
A dragon is a pretty
case,
good
I think-
apex, man.
It's a great one.
You-
But I think Wolverine's beating it.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much a dragon can do to Wolverine.
I think Wolverine is...
Unless its fire is so...
Wolverine's...
Even if its fire is so hot to melt the adamantium off of Wolverine's bones. If it is some sort of true hellfire.
Magic fire. If anything
That could
is, it
do
would be
that.
this.
Maybe. Well, not in Dungeons and Dragons, but in this case.
I think it's going to be... We had a regular-ass knight beat her in Cinderella, so I think Wolverine's going to take it down, actually.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll say Wolvie.
Okay.
All right.
What's your time on your second recording? Let's math.
I'm at 47 and a half minutes.
On a second recording, or did you pause continue?
Oh, yeah, I'm still recording.
All right, well, let's finish this bad boy up. We got Willie Smith versus Charlie Day. Gut feels. I think this one's still
Gut
gonna
feels go to Will Smith.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted all the Charlie crazy. That might just be an easy win.
I think Charlie's crazy matched up I think it was a bad matchup for Brad. I really do. I really think he
That's
was
fair.
kind of like Brad's kryptonite.
Smith is more adaptable.
Yeah, exactly. I think
He's got
Smith
a
has
wider-
a wider repertoire. He just covers more bases.
That's exactly what I was going to say. More tools in the toolbox.
Right.
All
right.
right.
All right.
Now, the round you've all been waiting for. I know I have.
Ooh. The heel.
Gerard Butler. Obviously, I'm thinking the perfect arena is the Coliseum.
Right.
Yup, and they used to put criminals to death there, so this seems cool with me. Just kidding, I love your work. Anyway, Gerard Butler, armed as, I think General Maximus is a good one, is taking on Kevin Spacey, he the diddler. And he's got his fake limp and maybe a gun.
Right. I was thinking, instead of him being Caesar, he uses his political abilities to buddy up to Caesar.
No, it said General Maximus. That's his character in Gladiator.
Oh,
Caesar.
yeah. I'm saying, okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I thought you were saying that Kevin Spacey would be Caesar essentially.
Oh, like
But
reenacting
if
that
they're-
fight. Sure,
yeah,
actually.
exactly. Just
Instead of Caesar, it's the president, Underwood, in the arena with Maximus.
Yeah, I think
It's going to
I
go
really
exactly
like
the way
Kevin
the movie
Spacey
did.
as a heel though.
Nah, he's gonna, even with the gun, he's gonna get the shot off, but be a cocky snide shit. And just like in the movie when the Caesar dude did stab Maximus first, and Maximus still wins the fight, that's how it goes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So long,
Has-
Spacey.
Oh, yeah, this is Gerard Butler. For a hot second, I thought it was Russell Crowe this whole time, and I've been doing him a disservice.
Wait, dude, I'll be honest, I get those two mixed up all the time. And I thought it was just me.
You know what? We're gonna roll with Gerard Butler. Don't squint if you're watching the
No,
video.
that is that's Gerard. No, that's Gerard Butler from Gladiator, right?
Yeah, and that means we got the movies right. Yeah.
Or was Russell Crowe in Gladiator? I gotta do a quick Google. Hold on.
Oh man, folks, we might have put our own foot into our mouth. Either way, I think that they're gonna kick the shit out of Kevin Spacey.
Maximus is Russell Crowe. So yeah.
Fucker. Okay, so who do we have as our top Okay, we got to rethink this whole scenario then. Who is Gerard Butler cosplaying as he smacks down Spacey? Jesus Christ. I was so confident. They look so similar.
Leonidas.
Oh my god. What? Perfect.
That's the right person, right? I'm going to do another quick Google. I hope that's not also Russell Crowe.
No, you're right.
Oh, god damn it.
Now, wait, does that mean that I used an image of Russell Crowe, though?
Dude, it could be Leonidas or Maximus.
It doesn't matter.
Really could be.
Russell Crowe and Gerard Butler are interchangeable, and Leonidas and Maximus are interchangeable. We're gonna sneak it in and have an extra person. An extra person's in the tournament. We're using this token to represent both of them. And
both Gerard Butler and Russell Crowe. Yeah.
The average of the two. Sure. But they're going to kick the shit out of Spacey. That's what's important here.
I agree. I got to agree.
Ooh, we bungled that one. I did. Next up, we have RDJ versus Jack Nicholson. And, I think we're doing RDJ a disservice by only thinking about Iron Man and not considering his character in Tropic Thunder.
Oh.
Master of disguise.
He was pretty badass there. Yeah. Yeah, full method.
He was a dude playing a dude disguised as a dude.
Yeah.
And in reality, RDJ was a dude playing a dude disguised as a dude.
So many levels.
That's Inception levels.
Do we count Doolittle as superhuman ability, like talking to animals?
Nah, we can give him that one. It seems fun.
Okay, yeah, that one's fine. That's not OP. So we're giving him that and Iron Man.
Okay, and here's what we're gonna strip away Iron Man. Here's the setting, the hotel from The Shining. Robert Downey Jr., he does have his Doolittle powers, but Jack Nicholson is bloodlusted, hunting him in the Shining manner.
I was thinking the terrain could be like not a very close one-on-one fight, but the Joker has laid traps all over Gotham City, and Iron Man has to, like, I don't know, figure him out and solve them, or else he'll die.
I like it, but we need a screenwriter to work that one out further.
Okay.
Get deep into the weeds on what those traps look like and how this scenario plays out. I think I'm going to go ahead.
Because he's come damn close to killing Batman that way.
He's also the Departed, crooked cop, or am I getting that crossed up? Nicholson is at least one crooked cop. I can't think of which movie for sure, but those all get crossed up in my head. I'll throw that out there now.
Fair enough.
Conniving, throw that in there as a trait. I don't know. Tropic Thunder RDJ versus Jack Nicholson Shining. I think this might be Nicholson.
Could do a lot with the Shining Hotel.
I think this is Nicholson.
Yeah.
They're both.
I think so too.
They're both very good at cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how that plays out.
So I mean that's pretty like even right there. Against someone who wasn't as good at cocaine, they would definitely have an edge over him, but in that dimension they're pretty equal. Yeah.
I think Nicholson might have been more successful with his cocaine also, if we're going to be honest. So that is another win. I think that I'm locking that in. Right. Nicholson takes it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Tom Hardy, Keanu Reeves. That's a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it really is. This is another one. This is what you love seeing late in bracket, is these great matchups.
Yeah, bottom left was a power corner. That was the heavyweighted division.
Yeah.
This is tricky. I mean,
yeah.
Bane has the superhero abilities, but they're not really superhero. I think we can count his Bane feats.
If we count movie
If we're going to
Bane,
count John
then
Wick,
I
if we're
would say
counting
so.
John Wick, then movie Bane definitely counts.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's a similar conversation to The Rock, like, or I guess no, that was Scarlett Johansson, who's specifically good at taking out big burly men.
I gotta be honest though, Batman getting his ass whooped by Bane means a lot.
Yeah,
Batman's not
that's
nothing.
so true. Batman, yeah.
Bane might be the
Batman's
single type of tank that could take down John Wick.
Yeah, he could definitely take a couple shots. Like, is John Wick's hand-to-hand combat greater than Batman's? I would probably think not.
Well, Tom Hardy also has prison inmate Bronson plus MMA champion from Warrior.
Yeah,
So he has at least some measure of hand-to-hand plus the Bane factor.
right.
I'm Bane. Yes. This, I don't know. Bane might be the one who could take down Wick. That's a fucking good fight.
Yeah, it's
We might have
Batman
to-
with a gun, basically.
Some of these, I think we should take them to r/who would win and post them and come back later on with any results that we get back on our Reddit questions.
Ooh.
The only problem is you
yeah,
got to do research
yeah.
and post the feats, but Bane versus John Wick would be great.
No, you don't have to post the feats. You definitely don't have to post the feats. I feel like that's like half the fun of the conversation, just saying all movie, like, whatever.
Oh, yeah, just
all
take the-
movie
all
feats
right,
are
yeah.
good. And then because the commenters are going to think of a billion times as many things as we could ever think of.
Fair enough. Round 1, round 2, just movie
Yeah.
Bane. They'll be like comic Bane or whatever. Is there comics for John Wick or
Yeah.
any other story outside the movies?
John Wick was originally like a movie property, like it wasn't based on anything.
Okay.
It is based, as the kids say. So yeah, no, movies is the original. You can basically just go by the movies.
Is it Sparrow Wonka or Based Wick for the title?
Wait, oh man. Sparrow Wonka or Based Wick? I like Based Wick.
Based Wick it is. All right, thank you. That also doesn't
Based
make any
Wick.
sense until you listen. I like it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that that's sorted, though, Bane versus Wick.
Although he is based, I might have to give it to Bane.
I think it's going to be Bane.
I might
for
have
me.
to give it to Tom Hardy. I think so.
Tom Hardy's my boy. Look through his movie list sometime. He has had slammer after slammer.
Oh yeah, he's an incredible talent.
All right, Daniel Craig versus Chris Hemsworth. Ooh.
I kind of want to give it to. I think Daniel Craig is the favorite here.
Yeah, discounting Thor. Well, there was
But it's like
Extraction, his movie on Netflix. That was good, but he's just like your average super stellar soldier. Yep, Daniel Craig
007,
has it.
man.
He's got the feats. He's got the feats.
Oh, I really wish we got to see a 007 versus John Wick fight.
Oh. But Wick takes
That's
it.
a good matchup. Yeah, probably.
All right.
All right.
Vin
Vin
D
Diesel versus
Sammy
Morgan
L.
Freeman.
Morgan
right.
Freeman's already been knocked out.
Oh man,
That's worse than Russell and Gerard.
that's bad. Okay. Versus Sammy L.
This
Vin's
is Vin
the
Diesel.
favorite, right?
It's Vin.
I mean, so he is the favorite. Are we going to try to provide a case for Sam
I mean, look,
Jackson?
at his best, he is still badass, peak of the line human, like agent, operator, director Fury type stuff. Vin Diesel at his best is like beyond the government agencies, the Triple X stuff, the Fast and Furious stuff. Like, that's trying to discount Reddit because, I mean, not Reddit, Riddick, because the whole alien thing gets a little bit gray. But I think it's going to be Vin. I think it's Vin for me.
But if we're giving superpowers like Riddick, Samuel L. Jackson is Mace Windu.
Oh shit, Riddick versus Mace. The lightsabers get tricky though.
Dude, Mace Windu is like the premier lightsaber Jedi Master.
I know.
He's like the top of the line.
All right,
If
then
we're
it's
giving
got to be Riddick
superpowers.
with a lightsaber then. It's at least got to be even footing with the weapons.
Yeah, I think.
Because like otherwise it doesn't
I'm
make
still
any
giving
sense.
it to Mace. Mace has the
Alright.
Force, man. Like, I
Yeah.
think if they're both using that weapon,
Yup. Riddick's good. If you haven't seen those movies, check them out.
I haven't. I'm
Nick.
not working with much there, I will say.
All right, this is actually, I think, one of the best matchups we've seen. Johnny Depp and Nick Cage. Sparrow Wonka versus Skull Rider? Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider, yeah. I mean, at that, I don't think Jack Sparrow, unless we count his like undie ability. I don't know if we would count
Yeah,
him.
we should not do Ghost Rider.
Yeah, okay, okay. But we can do next.
I don't know, man.
So he'll
Next,
like. I think
National Treasure
Here's what
also.
I want to say. Jack Sparrow, his whole thing is how unpredictable he is. But if Nick has his abilities from Next and can constantly see like 2 minutes into the future, that unpredictability is completely lost.
As is the surprise death element of everything in the Wonka factory.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a hard counter.
Because
that's a ghost / bug type.
Because here's the thing: the Next ability is not perfect. If he just can't physically keep up with someone, it's not going to help. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If someone just like really outclasses him there, but if someone's all about tricks and traps, I think his next ability, his next powers is like, I think that's a hard counter.
You're correct. All right, last one of round 2. Hugh Jackman versus Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow versus Wolverine?
I think so.
Oh, man. Here's a real... I mean, she subdues the Hulk, but he also doesn't have knife hands.
Yeah, and also the Hulk wants to bang her.
Wolverine might.
He might, but if he's like bloodlusted rage, like... I think Wolverine's taking this. I think he's just a different class than Black Widow.
Yeah. Sorry, Scary.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you still.
I love you.
You're right.
I love her too. But
And so concludes round
I think
2.
Wolverine versus Black Widow, like, there's just
It's a
not much
Wolverine.
you can do to him. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the quarterfinals?
I sure am.
Here we go. That was 8
All
rounds
right,
since our
first
little
up-
hiatus. There's only 7 left. We got this. Bear with us, fans.
Okay. So we got Willie Smith versus Gerard Butler / Russell Crowe.
The average of Gerard Butler and Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Gerard
exactly.
Crowe or Russell Butler?
Russell Butler. Definitely. No, Gerard.
Russ Butt Giroux.
I think Russell Butler. Russ Butt Giroux. Perfect. Will Smith versus
Now
Russ
is
Butt
it
Giroux.
Based Wick or Russ Butt Giroux for the... Fuck. Anyway. Will Smith... I think Russ Butt Giroux is going to take down Smith. I'll be honest. That's my gut feel. The
You think
Leonidas
so? You
Leonidas
think
Maximus
so?
combo is powerful.
It is. It definitely is. It's got a lot of strength behind it between Greek and Roman strength, or was it just Roman? It was Roman strength.
Leonidas is Greek. Maximus is Roman.
Oh, okay. There you go. Damn. Okay. So that's like, that whole age.
Yeah.
Will
That's
Smith, though,
Future age.
is very capable with a firearm. In I Am Legend, in
Ooh. Scientist man.
iRobot.
Ooh.
He was in Shark Tale, so can he breathe underwater? Might come in handy.
He definitely can, but we'll see if it comes in handy.
Yeah. What about his Men in Black tricks? Do you think that a Roman and Greek soldier could compete with those?
Most of that is luck. Swagger and luck.
Yeah. Well, does luck not play a role?
Oh, it does. I'm just saying. I don't know how many tricks are coming out of his sleeve. He's got laser guns and a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, laser guns aren't going to do well against a Spartan spear, so I think we're going to have to level it back down to melee combat. Which he does still have that is. A lot of combat training, a lot of secret agenty roles, a lot of just that general genre of action flick.
Oh, he played, didn't he play Muhammad Ali?
Holy shit. Google that. That matters a lot.
Yeah.
If he can sting like a
hold on,
bee,
quick
that might
Google.
take it down. Otherwise, I think I'm leaning Russ Butt Giroux.
Yeah, Will Smith played Muhammad Ali in the movie Ali in 2001.
Yeah, but he also fathered Jaden Smith, so I think I'm going to give it to Russ Butt.
What you got against Jaden Smith, man? We can give it to Russ Butt, but that's a low blow.
It was nothing but a low blow. I think his Twitter is hysterical. I think that there's some corny and playing at being deep, but it is good for a laugh. But it's going to be Russ Butt for me.
You just don't get him. Yeah, fair. We could promote Russ Butt.
All right. Next up, Jack Nicholson versus Tom Hardy, and I have a definite favorite.
Oh yeah, which one is it?
You're going to have to come in with the comic knowledge, but I'm saying Bane takes Joker.
I mean, Joker is a much bigger threat, but if we're going on a 1v1 basis, like,
It
yeah,
is
you get the two of
1v1.
them in a row. Bane's taking it over him for sure.
And if you bring it down, I think that the other combination of roles, the warrior, the drug runner, everything else, I think that Tom Hardy still takes Nicholson out if it's the shinning, dirty cop,
Right.
whatever else. I think it's a Tom Hardy victory, baby. He's going to carry me all the way to the finals. To the moon, baby. GME
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, yeah, I can't really think that of what, because here's the thing: is Jack Nicholson on a lot of these other people? I would say against Tom Holland and against RDJ, they're both capable fighters, but Jack Nicholson got away on both of them. I think mostly with his like intimidation and scariness, and I just don't see that working on Tom Hardy's characters in the same way.
I really don't think so. It's not a good matchup for him. It's just
Yeah.
not favorable.
Yeah, exactly. He lost on his
Oh.
brute strength.
Over to the right, we've got Daniel Craig versus Samuel L. Jackson. Oh. 007 versus basically the dude who would handle 007.
Oh, Daniel Craig was Cowboys and Aliens. I mean, that's a
Oh my
movie
god, I
didn't see,
forgot
but
about that. Poop
It's
stain.
something. He's a cowboy.
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't good.
Okay, fair. I figured.
Um,
Versus someone like Nick Fury. Because, yeah, Sammy's not getting Mace Windu on this fight.
that's a tough one. Motherfucking Snakes versus 007. 007 is a heavy-hitting role. That's a good one to have in your lineup for a hypothetical tournament.
And it's crazy that he's gotten farther than John Wick, but hey, that's just sometime how the bracket crumbles.
It's exactly how the bracket crumbles. I didn't expect The Rock and Wick to be out that quickly. This is not exactly how I
Yeah,
expect.
right?
The final rounds, we've got like 70, 60% what I thought it was going to be. It's a good thing I don't pick brackets for March Madness. So Daniel Craig
Okay.
versus Sammy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Sammy doesn't have any cold-blooded killers on his side. I mean, he's got Pulp Fiction, he's got...
Pulp Fiction. There's a level
he's
of
a killer
finesse.
there.
There's a level of finesse that Craig brings that I don't think Jackson can match.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to agree. Yeah, 007 takes it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go indeed. And I have an opinion on this one.
Kick it off for us, Stevie Dubs.
They're both getting superpowers.
Yup.
And I think Ghost Rider beats Wolverine.
Holy dick.
I really do.
You might be right. The whole flaming hell chain thing could be a hard counter.
It fucks with his mind. Like, it's not just his body that's like destructible in this case. Like,
and Wolverine,
you know what I mean?
He is tortured.
Yeah. There's a lot that Ghost Rider could pull out of him. If those are clearly these two like most powerful characters, and yeah, I gotta say, I really think Ghost Rider's beating Wolverine. That's a hard counter.
That's a beautiful move. I did not expect Nick Cage to be Final Four, but here you fucking have it, folks.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Right.
And with that, let's jump into the semifinals.
Wow.
Russ Butt Giroux versus Tom Hardy. That's a fucking matchup.
Yeah. A couple of brawlers for sure.
This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be a brawl. Even if there's blades, it'll turn into a brawl. Tom Hardy's also like Gangs of New York, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
Wait. No.
Is he not in that? I mean, I
don't think he's...
I know it is Daniel Day-Lewis, but is he not also in it? He's definitely in some of those New York early era gangster type shits.
Yeah.
He plays that type of Mumford & Sons cosplay role.
Well, what was that movie where he plays himself and his brother, like the two twins? That was like a mobster movie.
Perfect, yeah. I don't know it, but exactly.
Fair enough. Versus Russell Butt Giroux.
I think it might be Tom Hardy. I think he's just stacked in the brawler stats in a way that Russ Butt can't keep up with, and I have been championing Russ Butt.
Do you think Russ Butt beats Bane on his own? Or, like, sorry, Leonidas / Maximus beats Bane on his own?
Is it unarmed Bane versus armed Leo Max?
Yes.
Then yes, they will take
spear and shield.
Spear and shield, yeah, they will take Bane.
Wow. Okay.
It would be a great fucking
But you think the rest of Tom... That would be. And you think that Tom Hardy, the rest of his arsenal, is able to beat Russ Butt Giroux?
Probably, yes.
I like your conviction. You stuck with it. You bit the bullet on it. And yeah, I think I got to agree. I think Tom Hardy's taking this.
And so it is. We have
All
one of our two finalists. Daniel Craig versus Nicolas Cage. What are you thinking?
He doesn't get Ghost Rider anymore. Ghost Rider carried him hard this time. Last round, I mean.
Only to the semis.
Yeah, only to the semis. You can't count on your cheap tricks all the way through the tournament. You just can't.
And that's why Steve took third.
In which case, he has his next ability versus James Bond.
Exactly. But this might be a perfect example of your earlier discussion of the limitations of the next ability, in that somebody who just technically outclasses him with precision, speed, and skill could take him.
Faster than he can move. Yeah. I mean, Nick Cage has National Treasure, but he's not doing much. That guy was more of a runner than a fighter.
What else does Cage have? I've seen probably every movie. No, never mind. He has like 107 titles. I've seen
he has a billion movies.
A bunch of his movies, but I can only name like 4.
I mean, I know he was like a wizard in one of them too.
I don't think he's going to beat Daniel Craig as a wizard, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
I agree. I think Daniel Craig is taking him down.
It was a beautiful run. It really was, but that's going to be the end of that. All right.
Man.
And our final round. Bum-ba-da-da. It is Daniel Craig versus Tom Hardy. Ooh. Interesting.
I gotta say, yeah, I think that neither one of them has superpowers. I don't think has either one of them won a single match on superpowers, or have they gotten by on their human feats alone?
Basically human feats. We've used Bane, but it's the most human version of Bane.
Right. Yeah. Wow. A very human ending.
Ooh. right? Bane versus 007. Movie Bane versus 007, I think, is the matchup.
Yeah.
And what a matchup it is.
Yeah. Should the finals just be their top feat, not like a battle royale?
Well, I mean, it could be Battle Royale, but again, I end up falling like 3-trick pony on Tom Hardy, and they're all iterations of the same character, and really just the one of Daniel Craig. Although he's a deductive mastermind in Knives Out.
That's true. And he's a cowboy versus aliens.
He is also a cowboy versus the aliens, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm following. Oh, this is a tough one, but I think it might be my boy T Hard.
You think so? I'm thinking, yeah, because he like
I think there's a brutalism to the
007
combat.
has lost fights before.
Yeah. He ends up captured often.
Right. He's not faultless. Whereas, someone like Bronson, like...
I think his ability is not to make fewer faults, the Tom Hardy conglomerate. I think their ability is to just absorb those faults and keep slugging away much longer.
Yeah. Wow.
I think
Tom Hardy as the beefy brawler. I think he wins it. Da-da-da-da.
Our handsome god. All bow down. Keanu Reeves has been upset as the king of the internet. That's it.
Wow, but Tom Hardy winning the all-out brawl on just his fundamentals. You love to see it. You love to see someone who doesn't bring any cheap tricks to the table, just comes in there, does his job.
Right,
he's a simple man, and he
collects
made it work.
the paycheck, punches the ticket, goes home at the end of the day.
Yeah, and honestly, who doesn't like Tom Hardy? Like, come on.
Tom Hardy's so fucking likable.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
he really is.
That's a great way to introduce our guest on next week's episode of A Couple of Fellas.
Yeah, dude. Tom Hardy will be here live in studio. You are not going to want to miss it.
You better fucking check in with us next week to see how Tom Hardy does on The Fellas.
Peace
All right,
out,
my
y'all.
dude. Take care.